My name is Will O'Brien, and this is a video of initial consultation and health screening completed on 15th of April 2018. Today we'll be doing a pre-exercise screening tool and consultation with Julie O'Brien. Julie, nice to meet you.
Hi Will, nice to meet you too.
Too easy. So the purpose of this, Julie, is to get an overall picture of where you're at physically at the moment, see if there's anything that we need to sort out before we start your training program. This little tool here is just to get a few yes or no questions and just see if there's anything we need to work on immediately and discuss further. But I'll go ahead with the questions and just yes or no. Has your doctor ever told you that you have a heart condition, or have you ever suffered a stroke?
No.
No. Do you ever experience unexplained pains in your chest at rest or during physical activity or exercise?
No.
Do you ever feel faint or have spells of dizziness during physical activity or exercise that causes you to lose balance?
No.
Have you ever had an asthma attack requiring immediate medical attention at any time over the last 12 months?
No.
If you have diabetes type 1 or 2, have you had trouble controlling your blood glucose in the past 3 months?
No.
No. Do you have any diagnosed muscle, bone or joint problems that you have been told could be made worse by participating in physical activity or exercise?
No.
No. Do you have any other medical conditions that may make it dangerous for you to participate in physical activity or exercise?
No.
No. Alright, cool. All no's. So I'll just get you to sign at the bottom just so we know that all this information is true, and then just date next to it. No worries, Joyce. That's the pre-exercise screening tool done. So we'll move on to our personal profile. So just all the information about you. We'll start off with just some basic details. So your full name?
Julie Marie O'Brien.
And your date of birth, Julie?
18th of the 3rd, 1960.
No worries. And your occupation?
I'm a teacher.
And today's date, 15th of April. So just some contact details. So your full address?
53 Moselle Drive, Thornlands, Queensland.
Queensland. And the postal code?
4164.
4164. And your best contact number?
Is 0049.
0449.
Yep. Sorry. 818.
818.
996.
996. And your best email to get you in contact with?
Okay. J.U.L. O'Brien at bne.catholic.edu.au.
And just an emergency contact. Do you have a name of somebody? So you.
My son.
Son.
And his phone number is.
What's his son's name?
Tom O'Brien.
Tom O'Brien. And his phone number?
0449
0449
4999
4999
66.
66. No worries. So we'll move on to some more fitness orientated goals. Get a bit of an overall picture of what you want to achieve in your time training with me, and yeah, we'll start off by just trying to find out your number one goal. What do you want to achieve out of this training?
To be the healthiest that I can be going into my retirement.
No worries. When do you want to achieve this by? Do you have like a time frame you're looking at? Next 3 months, next 6 months, or even longer term?
Well, I'd like to be feeling a lot better between 3 and 6 months.
Between 3 and 6 months.
And then continue on.
No
from there.
worries. And have you got any other important goals, like sort of apart from what you've already mentioned, anything sort of emotionally, or is there anything else you're sort of thinking of is the reason that's pushed you to move towards
I
this?
want to do a lot of travelling, so I need to be fit, I need to be healthy.
And what do you believe that you need to be successful in this journey? What sort of things do you think that you require of yourself?
I need to be focused,
Focused.
consistent,
Consistent, definitely.
and honest.
And honest.
Willing to learn.
Willing to learn.
Willing to change. Sorry, willing to change.
No worries. Is there anything else, or are you pretty happy?
No, I'm pretty happy with that. Yes.
No worries. So just a few things about yourself as well. Are you currently exercising?
No.
No. So why is that the case? How come? And is there any exercise history that you might have?
I used to exercise. I used to go to a personal trainer, but unfortunately I just lost a lot of motivation.
What do you think the reason was that you lost motivation?
Was it more my emotional health?
Emotional
Yes.
health?
Yes. Mm.
And you're not training at the moment?
No.
No worries.
No.
Have you recently been pregnant, or are you pregnant now?
No.
No. Any regular medication that you take?
No.
Do you have any serious medical concerns? Anything that you need to be worried about at all? No?
No.
So your stage 1 result on the pre-exercise screening tool was all no's. So then I'll just put today's date on there. Cool. So now we'll just move into some basic health check type stuff. So first of all, we'll start with your resting heart rate. So we're just going to get however many beats that you have in 15 seconds, and we'll times that by 4.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got 14 there. So now we'll do 14 times 4. So your resting heart rate is around 56. Alright, so we'll move on to the resting blood pressure now. So just let me know if it's too tight. Is that tight enough?
No, that's fine. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, so just going to start now. So just breathe normally. So we're looking at 123 over 69. So now we're going to move into waist and hip measurements.
Okay.
So if you'd like to step here, we will sort of do this now. So 71, and we will now do the hip. 88. So now calculate the ratio. So it's 0.80, which is in the healthy range.
Oh, that's good.
So now we'll move on to just a BMI measurement.
Okay.
So just a few details. So your height
164 centimetres.
and your weight in kilograms.
64.
So 23.8. So you're in the healthy range for that as well.
Oh, that's good news.
So now I'll just move into some questions about your lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be using a scale ranging from sedentary, light activity, moderate activity, and strenuous activity. The first question is, how active is your job?
Light activity.
Light activity.
Mm-hmm.
Using the same scale, how active is your day?
Light activity.
Light activity. How many hours of sleep do you get per night? So less than 7 hours, 7 to 9 hours, or more than 9 hours?
Less than 7.
Less than 7. In the past month, how often have you been physically restricted by your health? So never, once or twice, once a week, once a day, or always?
Never.
Never.
No.
In the past month, how often have you been emotionally affected by your health? So never, once or twice, once a week, once a day, or always?
Once or twice. Yeah.
Once or twice. So which statement of these most accurately describes your diet? So you have three options.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that my diet is healthy and does not require changing. I feel that there are a few changes I could make to my diet to improve my health. And I feel that my diet requires a number of changes and I'm not sure where to start.
I think the second one.
The second one, so you feel there's a few changes that you could make with your diet?
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
So with that question, that leads us to think that we should probably go ahead with a nutritional consultation. So I'll tick circle that, I'll tick yes there.
Good idea.
So that's something we can go ahead and discuss further with.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of an exercise plan, how much time can you commit to your exercise plan? How many days per week would you say?
Probably 3.
3 days.
Yeah.
And how many minutes a session are you looking around? 30, 45?
Oh, probably
What's
40,
manageable?
45.
45?
Yeah.
So what time of day do you prefer to exercise? Morning, midday, afternoon or evening?
In the afternoon.
Afternoon. So after school?
Yes.
What days will you train on? So Monday to Sunday?
Tuesday, Friday and Saturday would work
Tuesday,
well.
Friday,
Yes.
Saturday?
Yep.
And what fitness activities interest you? So we have a list here. So if you would like to just tick what sort of things you feel pique your interest, so walking, stationary cycling, swimming, weight machine, stretching, running, rowing, cross trainer, free weights, any type of sport, and also group exercises. So if you have any examples there, feel free to write them down. If there's anything else you can think of, also there's a little box underneath that you can fill out there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No worries.
Yeah.
And what sort of intensity would you like to exercise at?
Well, I think starting at low.
Something low.
Yes.
Just getting back into it, so I always start at a low intensity.
Mm-hmm.
And what fitness activities specifically don't interest you? Something that you have no interest in doing?
Running.
Running?
Stationary the cycling. Yeah. And I don't like swimming.
Awesome.
No.
No worries. So if you just like to review all that information and you're happy with all of that, and you can just sign at the bottom, print your full name, and then today's date. It's the 15th of the 4th. So that concludes our pre-exercise screening and consultation. So we'll be in contact with if there's anything we need to organise before we start your training program. But apart from that, thank you for coming in, Julie.
Oh, thanks, Will. That was
And
great.
we'll hopefully see you soon.
Yep, look forward to